Hi, this is Racer KK10R welcoming you back to more Real Racing 3 gameplay. We are in the 2018 Startup Walkthrough video series, and this is a mini-series inside the series about the braking points for the Le Mans racetrack. Second in the series, so we're looking at the second section of track. As we covered in the first of this mini-series, these points we're going through right now. I'll be showing you the points first, and then I'll show you late braking, early braking, or early braking first, then late braking, and then optimal braking points. So, in this first pass, we'll be looking at the actual points themselves by pausing and using the camera. This brake point comes at a light pole see, there's a little house there, and this first light pole that you get to just before the house, it looks like there's a sign on the right side. I can't tell what's on that sign, but I don't think it's a distance marker. The one up here, that distance marker, I believe is 200 meters. So it's just before. And then there will also be a point at which you want to accelerate again on this turn. Just before you get to that barrier, and will not be taking that particular route through the barrier. This break point comes when you start seeing the houses on the left. There will be 3 houses that are white. That's the first one, the second one, and then the third one. And right after the third one, there's a marker for 200 meters. That's the break point for this particular turn. Let's see now, I need to reserve and brake. Don't have good aim. So my bad aim has messed up my turn. The next point comes as you're coming over this hill. There's a marker on the left side, the second to last one. Oh, I missed it. I can't back up either. Well, I don't know if I can describe it without you seeing it, but there's a marker like that one, and it says 200 or something, I can't tell, but the break point is going to be the hash mark in the road just before that sign. And then we'll have to do some aiming once we get down into this turn. Oh man, we didn't hit brake. Alright, well, we'll get back around to this point again. We'll show the points as we're, instead of pause, we'll show them as we're racing, and it'll make a little more sense. We've just turned on to the long straight. It was called Mulsanne for some reason. I'm not sure why, but that's the name of the straight. And the first chicane is we're going to be braking early, so you can see how the car reacts when we brake before the point. The point is the light pole just before, and we brake before that. You see the car is slowing down, and it's almost coming to a stop. Feels like you're coming to a stop. Feels like it could stop if you kept your brake on. You feel the urge to remove the brake, so it'll keep going and keep racing instead of coming to a stop. The next one is the 200-yard marker just past the third house on the left. There's the first white house. There's the second white house. There's the third white house, and there's the 200 marker. We're going to park back here. See, we're coming in. It seems like we're slowing down to a crawl. Not horrible, I mean, but it's just faster if you brake later, and you can still remain in control. The next turn is the hash mark on the road just before the marker just after the roundabout sign. So we'll see the roundabout sign, see the second last marker. Oh, I broke right at the point. It's probably an optimal point. But still, it's kind of slow. It's a little early, so gives you an idea. You know, it's easy to go through the turn. You feel like you might be slowing down too much. You feel like, oh, I gotta hurry. That's what happens when you're braking too early. Alright, we've just come onto the Mulsanne again, and we're going to demonstrate the late braking points. This braking point is at the house, the pole before the house on the left side, the little shack there. But we're going to brake at the house, maybe a little after. So we're skidding, trying to keep on the track and not from running into things, and that slows you down when you skid. So you want to brake a little earlier so that you can go faster. This braking point is ahead after the third house that's white on the left side. There's the first one, and then there's a marker right after the third house. That's the brake point. We're going to brake after that point. Right here's late. Extra speed we carried in has pushed us around and skidded our car. This brake point is a gap in the hash mark before the second to last sign. You'll see there's a sign on the right, and there's a second last sign there, and we're going to brake after that second last sign. Trying to stay on the skid. So our next examples will be examples of the optimal points to brake, and hopefully will result in the car behaving such that it feels like it's ready to continue through the turn, but it doesn't feel like it's about to slide and fall away from us. Just made the Mulsanne turn. I'm coming in here with top speed and see if we can make these turns quick and efficient. The optimal brake point is the light pole just before the little shack where the 200-meter marker is. So there's the marker, there's the light pole. My aim was bad. And, you know, you could negotiate that turn or a little earlier brake point and make it easier for negotiating through the chicane. I like to accelerate as you get to that barrier on the left side. There's the first white house, there's the second white house, the third one's coming up, the 200 marker right there. A little skid there, could be a little faster, but the aim is to put the center of your car over the middle of the ripple strip, the first one coming up on the left, and then over the middle of the ripple strip of the first one coming up on the second one. The one that comes up on the right, and then clip the little dirt patch. Okay, just before the second, right there at that opening of the hash marks in the road before the second to last sign, and you can see that there was a little bit of tension knowing that the car was going a little fast into the turn. However, we were able to negotiate the turn quickly and safely and with speed. So, those are the examples of the backside of Le Mans. The next few turns that we'll be looking at are coming up here. Here's one. I thank you for watching my videos. I would like you to subscribe to the channel, if you would please. Here's a button you can use to subscribe, and you can also share and thumbs up and like and comment. Here's a link you can go back to the playlist for the startup walkthrough for 2018 video series. Come back and see how the turn tutorial at the Le Mans continues.